Oh yeah, you're right.
Remember, we were in Disney World in 2000 for that, and then we went to 2001 when we were in Australia. We traveled all over.
Weirdo.
You know, we traveled the world. Then we went to Thanksgiving. We were in France.
His ego
and then we
comes
spent
out.
Christmas in Gstaad. Remember that, guys? We actually did spend Christmas in Gstaad, but that wasn't because of us. Yeah, that wasn't because of us.
We were staying next to Saddam Hussein.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're like, who's this guy?
And
He's,
Mr. Furiari.
Yeah.
What a weird bunch.
Yeah, I know. And us.
And us.
Our good buddy. I know. It was so crazy back then,
Weird.
right? I mean, no, I know.
What
I know.
a weird
What a wild Christmas. That was a wild
one, yeah.
wild, wacky Christmas.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I was young. How old was I?
Oh my gosh, you were probably like 11.
Okay, I was 11 years old. I now remember the weird hush that came over when Saddam and his wife
We didn't even know, and it was
through the
before.
lobby.
It was he had moved his family there in preparation for that whole whatever.
Right before the Gulf.
Right before the Gulf War.
Yeah.
Nuts, dude.
I know.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Wacky.
Wow.
I've done over 1,000. Every time I hear wacky, I just think of Ron Burgundy.
I
You know, when
know.
he's like, I'm sorry, I was bothering you. I was working out on my latissimus dorsimus. I've done over 1,000. I love I've done over 1,000. So good.
I love just laughter, comedies.
I love brandy.
Can't love it more. Do you guys, I got a question for you. Do you guys like making dramas or comedies better?
Well, here's the deal.
Dramas but then I just put an awkward amount of comedy in it.
I love.
So you didn't answer my question.
I personally love comedy,
Yeah.
but I love action that has comedy.
Yeah.
I love Die Hard that has those moments of brevity.
Me too.
I think it's because we probably grew up and comedy was our language.
Yeah,
like
it's our language.
that's how we work through problems. That's how we work through issues. That's how we related to each other. I remember in the heat
That's
of
how we tell stories. We don't tell dramatic stories.
No.
We tell funny stories.
Exactly.
you
And
know?
we still do.
Yeah.
And even in the middle of arguments, I remember we would break and somebody would quip with a joke. And this just
Takes
the
the air out of
temperature-
the
temperature would just
argument.
come right down.
I
I
know.
know. I do that.
so
Look,
important.
You know, Sam and I do that all the time when we get into things because obviously you're always disagreeing about certain little things here or there. Things come up. We quip a joke in the middle of that moment and we both break up, you know, like laughing. And it just, you realize how silly most of the things are that you're talking about. Like, you don't need to argue about them. It's so stupid.
And
you know?
in the micro, it
Yeah.
looks serious, but when you actually pull
The
back to the
macro,
macro,
nothing.
it's this tiny little issue that,
Yes.
that you're just literally wasting time.
Yep.
And you're wasting energy on being angry that you could put that energy into something
There's no
else.
doubt
It's just
about
not worth it.
No, and honestly, again, started with the grandparents, you know,
Yeah.
and worked its way down to our parents, and
Yeah.
we continued that tradition still to this day.
Yeah.
That's how we relate. I mean, it's all about funny moments. We act
Absolutely.
stuff out. We're complete idiots, but
Yeah,
that to
idiots.
me, it just
Self-deprecating,
brings me
which I love more than
we
anything.
We make fun of each other.
Yeah.
We make fun of ourselves. That's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah,
you know?
that's-
And we're able to make fun of each other because we make fun of ourselves.
Of course.
And it's
But
powerful.
nobody else can make
Nobody.
fun of you.
You.
Just
Yeah.
me.
You make fun of this guy, my brother. You.
The funny thing is that actually happened
Oh yeah.
on the last set we were on.
Yeah.
I was ragging you.
Mhm.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
I was ragging you.
He
I
was talking behind your back.
I was making
Perfect.
jokes about you. I was doing everything. And then one of the producers decided to join on.
Oh.
And I literally was like, this guy, don't you talk about him. I literally was, I had to catch myself.
why we're all here, fucker.
I literally had to catch myself.
Oh my God.
And
Who's this
And then
guy?
I like tried to explain. I was like, I can talk bad about him, but no one else can.
But I'm not really talking bad. I'm just busting his balls.
Yeah.
What you said was disrespectful.
Yeah.
You crossed the line.
Yeah, no, literally, I got into a little bit of a thing.
Cross the line, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. So good. Something about Mary.
Yeah, it's the greatest moment in that interrogation room when they're, oh my God.
But there's
How
nothing.
many hitchhikers?
There's nothing better. I mean, because I constantly get asked, like, do you like making people cry or do you like making people laugh? And when I really honestly think about it,
You see, in my personal life, I make people cry. On film,
No.
I make people laugh because I'm a lover.
No.
On film.
no, not at all. No. It's always going to be laughter for me.
Of course.
I was telling you know, when you have to go make somebody laugh, the camera's like usually right here.
Mhm.
If it's physical comedy, you're still really in it. But if you want to make somebody cry, and I always give this example, like in Saving Private Ryan, with the proper score, and they cut to a man's hand that's trembling,
Right.
and you know it's trembling because he's crying, but you don't see,
Uh-huh.
can impact you more
Yes.
than actually cutting to the face.
Right.
Because sometimes I don't know if it does this for you, but it does this for me. Sometimes when you get like, someone's just bawling and blubbering and snot, it takes me out of the
Snot
moment.
bubbles. I like a
I'm
lot
like,
of
I really want to
a
be
a
like,
lot of snot.
just
Especially when you're an
tissue.
uncomfortable crier. You
So
know?
it's like,
You're like an ugly
And I'm not,
crying.
and even though there's
this
this
is the worst than that, you know?
this amazing,
it's like, oh my God. Just
it could be
crying
this
is making me-
amazing,
I'm actually getting
emotional, evoking
very
moment,
sensitive.
and it's lost me.
Show.
It's lost me a
sorry.
little bit. It's
Sorry.
lost me a little bit, you know.
angry. I agree.
But yet, so in my opinion, and also too, I feel like it's great. I also love making movies that make people really think, and drama's a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta be honest, when you can make people laugh and you can make a theater laugh,
It's so cool.
I don't think there's anything greater.
Being in front of live
than that.
audiences with our training as we did. I mean,
Oh,
when I
man.
was on Give Me a Break and Blossom and Boy Meets World and Brotherly Love and all these things. I mean, dude, on Blossom, I'd step out there, and when that woe thing happened, and, you know, I would crush, and we'd have a 2-minute laugh spread in the middle of the scene. Like, you're like, this is incredible. This is incredible. Make everybody laugh.
It's like an honor.
so good.
It's
It
like an
is-
honor.
it is
It's not
totally
feeling
an
good
honor.
because you're getting a
No.
laugh. It's like
oh
look
my
at,
goodness.
Look at the enjoyment that's
Yes.
around this room right now
Exactly.
from something that was funneled through me.
Right.
It wasn't me doing
No.
it. It's somebody else writing it. I'm playing a character to try
Right.
to
Right.
try to create this laugh
Yeah.
for you. So it's
Yeah.
through me. It's not because of me.
Do you remember when we went in the movie theater and we saw Ace Ventura?
Oh my god.
Okay, now this
Yeah,
is a
people
break.
were rolling down
They were
the aisles.
falling
Literally
out
falling out of their seats.
in the aisles.
Yeah.
I'll never forget
Yeah.
that. We had to go see that movie again because we didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
you
I know, we
No,
missed
we were
that.
laughing.
Yeah,
I
We
know.
literally missed half the movie.
I know.
Because you're laughing so hard at some of
Yeah.
these jokes.
Yeah.
It was like a movie being in there. These people were like, into the center aisle,
I know.
on the floor, laughing hysterically.
And that was literally like that scene from Gremlins, except all the Gremlins were people.
Yes.
Popcorn's
Yes.
flying.
Yes.
And
There was
things are being spilled. And
that was an incredible moment.
incredible
There was a good
moment.
run there
Comedy is brilliant.
where we would go to the movies. Again, this is before streamers, but we would go to the movies every week.
Every-
As a family, we would always
Friday and Saturday night.
We'd just go
Friday,
see
Saturday night.
movies.
Everything.
Yeah,
I mean, we were.
That was the coolest time ever.
It was.
I
Ever.
miss those
We're
times.
so blessed
Me
to
too.
have
So
those
much. I miss those
years
times.
to be able to
Yeah.
just go to the
And there was
theater.
something about
and-
having to get there early and save your seats.
Oh
and,
yeah.
you know, you couldn't like reserve it. I'm sorry, I'm 4C. Beat it. Sure. Yep, right here.
And
And,
these-
the movie's already started, but I don't care.
Armed,
Order a Caesar
armed,
salad,
yeah,
right.
armed guards come and remove you
Right,
from the
right,
theater.
right.
Oh!
Yeah, no. This was all right, guys. You get out of the car. Listen, Dad and I are gonna go in there and save seats. You guys get in the concession
Give me
stand
all your
line.
sweatshirts. We
Right,
gotta
right.
hang them over the seats so they'll be
It
stolen.
was so
No,
cool.
no.
We're here. I'm sorry. Can you move down, please? I'm sorry. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
We're
know.
saving these 12. You bastard.
I know,
And I
you-
loved it.
I know.
I loved doing all that. I loved doing that.
know.
And I think to that point, I think like for us, I really feel like, you know, the tough times that we've had and those private moments that have been so tough, and even the current moments that are tough, I feel like the comedy and the brevity always get us through.
It's a saving
adds levity
grace.
to the moment, and then
Saving
you get through
grace.
it. That is the saving grace. All those tough times.
Absolutely.
I don't know what we would have done.
I
what
don't
we
know
would have
either.
done without
I don't know.
that,
I
you
don't know. I
Like,
don't know.
because, like I said, everyone's got their stories. People always have it worse. Some people haven't had it as bad. But we've been through our fair share of stuff. You know, we don't talk about that stuff because, you know, that's just the way it is. We're private in those regard.
Well,
in
also,
that
who goes
regard.
around and like wants to talk about all the bad stuff?
Unfortunately, people, but not us, because, you know, it happens and things happen.
Those are negative people.
Very negative.
Well, I think I don't know. Maybe people are gonna get pretty angry at me for saying.
I'm already
Oh, I'm
angry.
As you know, a lot
Livid.
of it traces back to childhood trauma, right? We keep hearing that a lot these
Yeah.
days, childhood trauma, and it's very true.
No, it is.
A lot of what you know, if you can get introspective about yourself and really look in, you do notice that a lot of these things, baggage, whatever it
Oh, it
is,
started
comes
years
from
ago, from when you were
childhood,
a child.
and I get it. But I was reading I don't even know what to call it, a journal about
The Daffy Duck wrote.
I was reading,
and he told
and
me that
reading these
basically-
words on a page.
basically it said that, you know, for your own self, this is just for you. It's not somebody telling you this is what it's got to be. You need to set for yourself, just like anything else you need to overcome. You need to set a statute of limitation for things that happened in your childhood, because if
7
you
years.
allow them to
7
continue
years.
on, and look, you're never going to get rid of this problem,
Right.
but it's about, you know, maintenance and working on
Yep.
it to get that problem down to a point where you can mediate it and you can keep it down. You don't
Yep.
have to allow it to dictate your actions
Right.
throughout the rest of your life, because it's really you that are becoming a complete prisoner and a slave to these traumas.
That's right.
It's you that's going to fight for the rest
Hey,
of your
what
life.
are you-
for it,
what are you
not-
putting to me like that
Not
for, pal?
me. I'm just saying that
you, hey, I'm not me.
Why did this become my fault? Oh, I see what we're doing here. Just like always with you guys. Everything's my fault. You.
Hanging up on me.
Right. No, I'm the easy target. I see. I got the perfect skin. Whatever.
What?
I don't know where that came from. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
For full episodes, go to the Brotherly Love Pod's YouTube channel, link in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon right now.
That's right, there's a link in the description for that too. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thanks.